Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the place where you learn new skill every time you visit. So keep updating yourself by subscribing to the channel.
This is the second part of the video on arrays in Python, and here we are going to do everything practically. So let's move on to the idle compiler and see how it works practically. The idle compiler for Python. I have already created a file over here to test the first array program, where what I have done is I have first declared an array, empty array by the name bikes over here, you see. Then I'm asking user to input how many elements they want in that particular list, okay, which goes to n. Now I'm running a loop from I from 0 to n, increasing by 1, and I'm asking the user to type the bike name. So whatever bike name the user gives, that goes and gets stored into the variable bike name. All right. When it goes and gets stored over there, from there, now I'm using the append function, which picks up that bike name and appends or adds it into this empty array. So ultimately my bikes array is going to have 2 or 3 or 4 names, depending on how many bike names I want while I run it. After that, I have printed the first list. Okay, the bikes I'm printing, so I'm printing the first list. Now what I have done, I have declared one more array, bikes2, which has 3 bikes names already stored. So here I am declaring an empty array, here I am declaring an array with elements. So these are the two ways you can declare an array. Now I'm using an extend function over here where I'm adding the second bike list to the first bike. So I say bikes.extend bikes2. So now the whatever the bike names are in the second list, and Phil Suzuki and Hayabusa, that will go and get stored in the first array, and then finally it will print the complete array, okay, with all the names. Let's run it and see how it works. So we have, I'm running it over here. Yeah, so here it goes. It asks me the names, how many elements in the first list. I say 2. Asks me the name. I give the names as Honda and Kawasaki. All right, so now you see it shows me the first list with 2 names which I already entered, and the second list, the combined list, with the 2 names which I entered and the 3 names which were already there. So they both of them had been added or combined or extended to the first list. And now as you've seen the program over here, I'm printing the first array name, not the second one. Okay, second array name is bikes2, so I'm printing the first array name, and still it gives me the complete name. So that means the extend function actually adds on the second array elements to the first array elements. A few more inbuilt functions which we can use with lists or arrays in Python. So I have just changed the program a little, the previous program. What I have done here is, instead of taking the input from user again and again, I have initialized the complete array. Okay, so I've already put 4 or 5 names over here, 5 names into the array bikes. Okay, then I'm printing the original list, that is the original array, and then I'm using a function pop. So this pop function actually removes an element which is at specified location. Now here the specified location is 1. So whatever number you put inside 1, at that index number, whatever element is there, it's going to remove that. And then I would be printing the updated list. That is, I'm printing the list again. Then in the second time, it should not have the element which was at first position in that array. Okay, so let's run it and see. Yeah, you see the original list contains all the 5 names, and in the second lot 4 names are there. So the name which is missing was this 0101, right? This one, which was at the first position, that has been popped out. If you see at the code, we have mentioned that we need to pop out or remove the name which is at first position, and this is the name which is at first position, which is not there in the second printout. So this is the way the pop function works. All right, now let's see what is the next function which we can use with arrays in Python. So the next function is the index function. Now index functions actually tells us the index position. All right. Now I'm just removing this pop function. So now all the names are still intact. I've just removed it. Yeah. So I'll just try to use the index function, and the index function works like this. I take an integer variable into which I can store the position. Okay, now whose position? I have to specify the name whose index position I want to store and print. So I'll say the array name bikes, or the list name dot index. So index, and in the bracket I have to specify the name whose index I want. Suppose I want the index of the name Suzuki. I want to see at what position in the array or in this list the name, the element Suzuki is. So now I would print the value of position by saying that position is, or I can just specify position of Suzuki, because I know the name I'm finding the position is of Suzuki. So position of Suzuki is, and I'll print the value US. All right. So now it shall show me the position of Suzuki in that list. Let me run and check it out. Yeah, it does give me, the position of Suzuki is 3. If we check in the list, 0, 1, 2, 3. Yes, of course, the position of the index value of the name, element name Suzuki is 3 only. Now the next function after this is insert function. Now using the insert function, I can insert an element in an existing list. How do I use it? So we just use it in a simple way, like insert. First I have to specify the array name bikes dot insert. All right, then I have to specify at what position I want to insert, right? Suppose I want to insert a third position, and what element I want to insert. Suppose I want to insert, say, Harley. All right, so I want to insert this name, the spike name, into the third position of the same list. So now I need to print the array to see whether this function is working properly or not. So updated list, and I'll print the array. The array name is bikes with B capital, bikes. So now when I run this, it shall work. Yeah, so it gives me the name, the new name. Let me extend this. Yeah, new name with the new list with the name inserted at third position. 0, 1, 2, 3. This is third position. All right. So this clears you the use of the insert function. Now the next function we have is the pop function. So now the pop function actually removes an element from at position. I think we have used the pop function. So one more time I can pop up another element from the list. So what I'll do is I'll try to bikes dot pop. I'll remove the same element which I just inserted, which is at third position. All right, and then I print the list again. So I'll just copy the statement and paste it again after this so that I can get the updated list after deletion. So now this will be the original list. I won't say updated list, and this would be updated list after removing the element at third position. Let's see. Yeah, so you see over here, the original list contains all the names, and the updated list does not have the name Harley Davidson, which I just inserted in the previous example at third position. So that has been removed by the pop function. All right. So pop function basically removes the name at specified position, which you specify inside the bracket from the array list. Okay. Now next function is quite similar to the pop function, which is called the remove function. Now the difference between the pop and the remove function is, in pop function you have to specify the position from where you want to remove And in remove function, you have to specify the name which you want to remove. All right. So now I'm trying to remove the name Suzuki from the list. So let's run and see it. So it prints the whole list first, and then in the updated list, of course, the name Suzuki, which was here in the second large position, is not there. Okay. So the remove function removes an element from the array, but we have to specify the name. The pop function also removes one element from the array, but we have to specify the position in that case. Okay. Now the next function we are going to test is the reverse function. Now as the name says reverse function, it's going to reverse the whole list. Okay. So let me just use the reverse over here, and then I'll print the reverse list. So reverse goes like this: bikes.reverse. It's going to reverse the array or the list, and then I will print the reverse list. Reversed list. So here it goes. Yep, it prints me. See, the first name was Honda. Now in the reversed list, the last name is Honda. In the original list, the last name was Hayabusa, and over here the first name is Hayabusa. So the list is actually reversed and got printed in a reverse manner with the reverse function. Okay, here you can have a look at it. Now the next function we are going to use is the sort function. Now the sort function actually arranges the array in ascending order. If the array contains a number, it will arrange in ascending order of their values. And if contains the alphabets, as in this example, it will arrange it alphabetically, like in the dictionary, it will arrange it. Okay. So if I say bikes.sort, that means it's going to arrange the all names in the list in alphabetical order. So I'll write, and that in ascending order. Okay. So arrange list. I'm printing the list. Let's see how it works. So here it goes. Yes, now you see the first name is starting with E, then H, then H again, but this is HA. Okay, both starts with HA, but the first one starts with HAR. So that will come before HAY, then HO, then starting with K, then starting with S. Okay, so this list has been arranged in ascending order by the function sort. So the sort function actually arranges a list in Python in ascending order. Okay. Now what if I have to arrange the list in descending order? So simple. I just need to put one parameter here inside the bracket, which says reverse equals to true. So when I don't write anything, it is by default understood in ascending order. But when I say reverse equals to true here, so that means it is going to print it in descending order. Okay. So arrange descending order list. Let me run and check it out. Yes, it goes in descending order. I can cross check it. Yeah, the first name is S and the last name is E. So it is in descending order as per the alphabet. Okay. So these are the main functions which we used with arrays in Python. And I hope you have understood it well. If you have any doubt, you can message me anytime. You can comment and message me. And thank you very much for giving your time to watch the video. Take care. Bye bye.
If you are new to the channel, please subscribe it. Also press the bell notification so that you get notification as soon as I release a new video. Share and like the video.